तो दोस्तों हमने देखी बहुत सारी सीरीज, जिसमें हमने देखी खूंखार ब्लॉगिंग देखी, अ, पढ़ाई की सीरीज देखी, पॉडकास्ट में बड़ी कंटेंट देखी, और भी बहुत सारी देखी जिनके नाम मुझे अभी याद नहीं है। तो आज से अपन स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हैं एक कोडिंग ओरिएंटेड सीरीज, जिसमें अपन कोडिंग सीखेंगे साथ में। एंड फॉर sake of learning we would keep this like bit in English, so you and me both will learn English and get fluent in it. So without wasting time, let's start it. So let's see. So this session we are learning React, and in React we have and all I have already made two projects, from which one is a news app and one is a text utils app. So basically they have a bit of difference in them. One is function based component oriented and one is class component based oriented. So let's quickly check out what's the difference between them, and we would then continue with the current updates, and we would learn some concepts from them. What's the difference between them and all that things. Um, so here we have the news app, and we can see here this is app.js, and it has two components at the moment here present. So basically, we would just first start the app with npm run start, and we can see here the app. Let's see here. Let's just refresh it. So here are the sports news, and you can click on next, and you will get to the next page where you will find a bit more news about the scene. So how we have done all these things, we will get into depth of this. So basically here it's app.js. It has two components, the nav bar and news one. So let's explore the news component in the depth. We have used here Bootstrap just because we wanted to actually learn React and not waste our time in HTML, CSS, all that stuff. So we have basically imported the Bootstrap with we have to import two links with that, which are in index.html. So these are the two links, if you can see it. And then moving on to the news item.js. So here we can see a simple code which I have already taken it from the official Bootstrap website. You can also go through that. Just a second. Now, वो गाने सुनना पड़ता है बीच बीच में. So from this official site, if you go here in documents, you will get all these components. Like from I have got the nav bar. Just in component section, you would get the buttons, you would get the card, you would get the nav, whatever things you require. You can just go here, take the code and paste it in your code and just do actual coding in React. So here we have news item.js, and we also have the navbar component, which is already taken from the same place. So let's talk about the class component and what's difference of it from function component. And then we would talk about the what changes in the props in the state and all that things. So here we can see in app.js, we have a class app extend component. So this is basically a class component. And on the other side, we have function component. We also have that project. I would show it in latter part of the video. And news.js. So basically, whenever what are props? Now, what props is actually is like in some cases you need some things that you want to change it dynamically, or you want it to be changed in the main file or in the other file. So what you do is declare that things using props. Props are read only, and then you can change them, access them in another file. So here we can see that we have made the props using static default props. So the page size is 5 and the category is gender. So these are default props. Okay. So if we just go into our app.js, here we can see that we have declared a page size at 6 and category as sports. So coming to the, so how do we add them in our code? So it's like these dot props dot and category these dot props dot page size. This is the way we add them, and this dollar sign is basically to convert that part into JavaScript part. And here we have to add backticks so that it considers it as a JavaScript part. So then comes state. So what state actually is? State is the condition of an thing or a subject, whatever you say. Like at the moment what it is, and when you have to change it after clicking something, or you want, like, it's my page, and whenever I click on it, it should do something. Okay, so that is how you do with state. So at the first you have to declare the state, and then you have to set the state. So while declaring the state, you can declare the state using these dot state. So I have declared this state like articles, page, total results, loading, and I think so I have done page size once again, which is not required. Actually, I had made the page size first as a state, but then I thought that it was not necessary to keep it as a state, because it was something I could give as a props that was not changing dynamically at all. So then uh, basically, this is how I declare the states, and then whenever I need to change them, I have to use this dot state. So when I use this dot set state, then I give the what I have to change into it. So basically, at first what it was, and then what I have to make it. Okay. So at the first page was 1. So default page mm, in this was 1, but later I wanted it to be changed. So I did it by using this dot state dot page in set state. So basically, I have just skipped a little part. So actually, let me first explain me what actually this site is. So basically, this is a news site in which it has a API key. So what it does is fetch news from the site, and it shows us uh, on our site. So it looks something like this. These are the things we have. This button is disabled. We will look into that also, how we have disabled it. But now it's working. So now let's dive a bit deep into it and explore its all concepts. So basically, here we have a simple, uh, like code in which we have what you can say. We have two buttons uh, to for the purpose of like click next to get navigated to the next page. For previous, we have the previous button, and okay. Let's keep this session simple. I would just explain the main part and key differences. And in the further session, we would explore in depth of what we have actually done in this. So basically, this is a simple functions made of them to handle all those things, and to these this is the like API key that I had generated through that site, and I have used it in my project. So let's quickly have a look at our second project also, which is uh, text utils apps, which we use to manipulate the text. So basically, if you are noob like me, sometimes you don't know. Here you can add a desktop, and here, okay, there we go. Here we have the uh, text utils apps. So if I enter here anything like this is Rathamesh. And if I have to make it to uppercase, let me just correct this one. This convert it to uppercase. Look, it's got converted to the uppercase. Also, a message was alert was shown there. Then if I say convert to lowercase, it gets converted to lowercase. If I copy it, it gets copied. If I say like if I add some extra spaces here, this and some more here. And if I say remove extra spaces, it have removed extra spaces. Uh, you can see your text summary. It has 3 words and 18 letters. There is a preview also. And here you can see that enable dark, in which when we click, it gets to a dark mode. Uh, and this also looks a bit cool. And if I click on about link, you can see that about this thing. And here also I can do the same thing. Okay, so let's go to the main page and let's have a quickly look at the basic code structure what we have used. So basically, we have used here function based component, like you can see it here. So in this function based, what basically difference is small. Like here we create a function and return a value. It is a single value, same we do in a class, but here we declare functions to handle all these things. You can see here, and then we have map bar here, in which I have made a couple of changes for the purpose of dark mode, light mode, all these things. Then I have this alert message. I have about.js. I have text.js, all these things, and I have actually build this app, not in the sake of like building it, but using the npm run build command, so that every data gets combined here in the build file, so that it becomes a bit easy to upload it and to host it on various cloud platforms. So everything is stored here. So we will also look into all these things in upcoming videos. So here also we have used states, we have used props, we have used different functions, all these things. So okay, that's all for all today, guys. Because like, but I'm not getting which concept I should cover in today. I should make a bit, like point out in a flow that I would cover this concept first, then the second, then the third, then the fourth, and with that, I will also keep on developing all these things. So that's all for today, guys. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.